Okay, this one is for those who are super serious about building a security guard company. If that's you, you've probably already seen the 2018 video on YouTube that I narrated entitled, "How Does a Security Guard Company Get Its First Clients?" As of this date, that video has captured more than 8,000 views on the Security Officer Network's channel. In that video, I described techniques that I used for sourcing potential clients for my security company. That video just scratched the surface, and it's past time for me to return to YouTube and share another of these strategies. And it's one of my favorites. I wrote about it in the How to Get Clients for Your Private Security Agency book. Public safety data sets. There are more and more of these emerging as communities and the media are using the web to post their raw public safety data. This data is especially helpful in the communities where the police have started to encrypt their radio communications, and it's getting difficult to source clients from scanner traffic. Here's how it works. Before we get started, a quick word from the Security Officer Network. It's a fast-growing and the premier online support network for entrepreneurial private security individuals such as yourself. Support it by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, and supporting on Patreon. See the link below to show your support for the industry and keep the network growing. Let's assume that I am a new security startup in Dallas, Texas. Faced with an avalanche of public safety issues, Dallas is set to become a prime location for private security startups. This strategy, though, will likely work in most any major metropolitan area. To find what I need, I'm going to simply Google Dallas police crime statistics. I specifically use the term police because I want to find the police department's page, not a third-party information broker who will try to charge me for the data. The Dallas Police Department does not disappoint. Their crime reports page provides everything I need to know. Let's take a look at how I might use these resources to target my security agency's marketing efforts. First, I will pull up the map. The Dallas Police Department posts to the LexisNexis Community Crime Map. It's a map used by many communities to create geographic visualizations of crime data. With this map, I can quickly zoom in on crime hotspots during my selected date range, in this case, 1 month's time. Perhaps my agency is seeking to build a new residential patrol route. I will pay special attention to the residential burglary reports. Those who live near these break-ins are my future customers. I will check out the department's calls by problem type report. Here, I am looking for the emergence of new trends. This allows me to build my knowledge of local public safety problems and lets me design my agency's product offers. Are residential alarm calls on the uptick? Then this validates my plan to build the residential response patrol route. Now, let's move to the department's patrol response time report. In this report, I am looking at DPD's response to my marketing target. In this case, residential alarm response. In the calls by problem type report, I had noted that a residential alarm response is a type 3 response. In the response report, I can see that for the year to date, it is taking an average of 91 minutes for the department to respond to a type 3 call. It's a number that appears to be a shocking increase from the previous year to date of 47 minutes. On the third shift, it is literally taking 116 minutes to respond. Getting even more granular, in the Southwest District on the third shift, the average response to a priority 3 call has hit 140 minutes, nearly 2.5 hours. The Dallas department is clearly in a tough position. It's not unreasonable to assume that the spate of recent headlines is forcing them to prioritize priority 1 responses, and they are abandoning the lower priority responses to the private sector. That's me. If I can keep my patrol route tight, I suspect that my response time, of course observing all traffic laws, will be within 10 minutes. Now, my residential alarm response service is really starting to make sense. My agency can respond to an overnight residential alarm in the Southwest Division in 10 minutes, compared to the 149 minutes required by DPD. Yikes. Finally, let's return to the LexisNexis map. Here, I will click on the Data Grid tab. This shows the offenses in a grid. I will then tap the Class button to sort the data by class of offense. I can now view the information with a special emphasis on the type of offense I am seeking. In this case, burglary of a habitation. We've just scratched the surface of what is available of Dallas public safety data. The department features other resources, including an amazing active open call data set that shows the status of calls as they are received. But these more advanced strategies will have to wait for a future video. In the short term, to learn more about using this type of strategy in your marketing efforts, pick up a copy of How to Get Clients for Your Security Guard Business. The link is below this video. It's an incredible time to be in the private security business. Simply put, in an era when the services of private security are becoming more needed than ever before, these are the types of data transparency tools that have become an unbelievable resource to guide your marketing efforts. Rightly or wrongly, at this pace, in some of America's largest cities like Dallas, it's not hard to imagine a day in the not-too-distant Orwellian future when the government's public safety role will become limited to high-priority response, dispatch, and data distribution, while the private sector will be left to pick up the rest.